Hey guys, it's Shannon, and today me and my friend went to the scrap store in Ramsgate, and I'm going to show you what I got because this place is phenomenal. So I'm going to explain a little bit first. You get a basket. Oh, first you walk in the door, and in the first little bit there's a individually priced section, and in that individually priced section it's all labelled, there's prices on everything, hence individually priced section. So that is all individually. I am not going to say that phrase again. Walk through that bit, and then in that bit there's all sorts of stuff. There is bags of yarn that goes to, like, it's all the same yarn. One bag even had a set of knitting needles, like good knitting needles in it. There was bolts of fabric. There was handmade items made by people to put there and sell for the charity. And then you go through and you can grab a basket, and then you fill up a basket for $5. There's no limit to how many baskets you can get. You just fill the basket. Basket's $5. They weigh everything so that they can keep a record of how much they've saved from landfill, which I think is really, really cool. And then you just rummage, and you really do just rummage through this place. It's amazing. It is literally like treasure hunting, and me and my friend found so many things that we were looking for, that we could use, that we saw and was like, oh, we could do this project with it. Or we both have kids, so we were like, oh, this would be great for our kids, or blah blah blah. We found loads. So I'm going to start with the individually priced items that I brought first. I brought two things. I got some Christmas bunting that has little snowmen and Christmas trees on it, and snowflakes, and these are just adorable. And I brought these to put in James's room at Christmas time, because he is absolutely obsessed with Christmas. He loves everything to do with Christmas, but especially Christmas trees and snowmen. So this is for James's room at Christmas time. That was £5, and I don't know if you can tell, but it is in fact handmade, and it's so cute and amazing, so well done. So there was that. And then I got this bag of yarn for $5, and it is cotton yarn, Knitting Yarn Colorado. I don't know if that's the brand or the colour. No idea. Either way, I got it because I thought it would make a cute bag. And it's so funny because when we was walking through, my friend pointed it out to me, knowing that I like cotton yarn. She pointed it out to me, and I was like, oh yeah, that's really cool. And I kept walking. I went back for it because I went back for it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like making out I'm not going to buy that. Who do I think I am? Right, and then everything in here, I paid £10 for everything I'm about to show you, because I filled 2 baskets. Because it was my first time there and I was having fun. And literally, me and my friend spent almost an hour at this place just rummaging, and we were pretty much the only ones in the store, and it was amazing. And we were chatting, and we were finding stuff, and we were showing each other things, and it was just amazing. So I'm going to show you the 2 things well, there's a few things here that I was really excited for actually, but the 2 things that my friend found that I was the most excited for was 2 things of Lily Sugar and Cream. This is obviously not full. This one is still sealed in the packet. I use Lily Sugar and Cream a lot. Like, so much on my Etsy is made of Lily Sugar and Cream because it is brilliant for bags and bucket hats. And also, I just really like this yarn. And I don't know why so many people like rat on it. I really like this yarn, but I'm pretty sure this is the colour Moon Dance, and then this colour is Country Red. Excuse me. This colour is Country Red. So I have some more Lily Sugar and Cream to add to my collection. And then I saw this cone of yarn. There's still a good amount on here. No idea what it is. There's no label. There's nothing written on the inside of this. No idea what it is. It's soft and it's kind of shiny. It's like it's got a piece of metallic thread with it as well. I thought this would be cute for bandanas. It's not cotton. It's definitely not cotton. I'm pretty sure it's acrylic, but either way, I think it would be nice for bandanas or headbands, like this. I forgot I had that on. Like this. But yeah, so I got that. And then I got this for a very specific reason. So this is kind of like eyelash yarn, I guess. No label on it. But I'm making a Christmas present for someone and I needed this kind of yarn. But I know this yarn can be kind of spenny and I didn't want to purchase a ball of it or a skein of it knowing I was going to use it for this project and never touch it again. I got lucky and I found it at the scrap store. So I was so chuffed when I found that. Okay. Next, I'm going to show you a few things I picked up for my son. We have the summer holidays coming up here in the UK, so I grabbed him some bits to do during the summer holidays. Now, my son is doing this like camp thing up at his school for the first few weeks. It's only for half the day, so the other half of the day he's going to be at home, but then there's also 3 more weeks after that for him to be able to do this stuff. Very excited to show him. I haven't shown him yet because otherwise I want to do it now, and that is not happening. So first things first is this little they're little wooden robot planters, but he has to paint them, and this is going to go over wonderfully with him. He loves to paint, he loves to draw, anything, colouring, any artsy craftsy thing he loves to do. He's very much like me and his dad in that way. But I got these because A, he'd love to paint them, and B, we have quite a few members of our family who love plants, so this will also probably double up as a Christmas gift for a couple of people. Okay, they had shelves and shelves full of paper, from thick paper / card to plain paper, printed paper, coloured paper, any paper you could think of, they had it. So I grabbed a few sheets of the printed paper to just for James to make collages with, or just cut, pretty much. He loves to cut things. That sounds weird. He loves to cut paper with scissors because he's recently learned how to use scissors, so he's very excited. So I got this one, blue with little hearts. Yeah, and I got these little trees, snowy trees. Again, I did pick up Christmas stuff because I am Christmas crazy, but also, again, some of this stuff will be good to give to family members for Christmas. And you can say that is cheap as much as you want, but my family very much appreciate homemade gifts. I got this one, which is incredibly cute. For some reason this reminded me of Frozen. I'm not entirely sure why, but it did. And then the last thing is this, and I picked this up for myself. I'm going to obviously let James use it, but I actually used to collect Tatty Teddies / Me Too Bears, whatever you want to call them. I don't collect them anymore, but this was kind of like a little throwback to me. You can never have too much paper when you've got a 5-year-old. Okay, the next thing I brought for him was this kids cross-stitch thing. Like I said, my son is 5. This is too old for him, probably. But, yeah, it says 8+ on the box. But I thought this would be good for his coordination and his fine motor skills. He could just practice, because I do cross-stitch as well, and he watches me do it all the time, asks if he can try. Obviously, I don't let him because the needles for that are tiny, the thread is tiny, the Aida is tiny. This is plastic with yarn and yarn needles. I thought it was perfect for him to have a go. I'm not expecting him to make any of these pictures. Not at all. I'm expecting him to have fun. That's all I want. I just want him to have fun. But it looks like everything is in here, and if anything's missing, it's going to be the yarn needles. And I have tons of plastic yarn needles, so that is not an issue at all. So I grabbed that. As I just said, I cross stitch. I picked up a couple of embroidery hoops because these can once again get pretty spenny. And so I grabbed 2 different sizes for a couple of projects that I'm working on / are going to be Christmas gifts. To be able to display them in these hoops. Oh, I should have looked at the ribbon. I did look at the ribbon. And I just didn't take it. Oh, I'm going to have to go again. What a shame. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I got these to display cross stitch in. Once they're finished, completed cross stitches in. So I got those. And then what's left? I'll show these last. So I grabbed a few smaller items. Got some stickers again for my boy, and I got this little stamp. This is how shiny. There we go. So it's just a little teddy bear holding up a banner, but my son is just he's wow. This stamp is from 1993. I did not see that when I was getting it. Anyway, he's been learning to write, and specifically write his name. So I thought this would be good because he writes his letters very big at the moment. I thought this might help him try to write smaller into a box. Yeah, I thought it might help. It's also a very cute teddy bear, but I just thought he might enjoy it. I picked up some knitting stitch holders. As you may have seen, I've picked up my knitting needles again. So with some of the projects I plan on making, I needed some of these because I am going to attempt to make some sort of top-down raglan style thing, and I know I'm going to need these for sectioning off sleeves. So I grabbed some of these. I think that was it for the small items. Yes, that was it for the small items. And then I did grab 3 pieces of fabric, so we'll go smallest to biggest for the fabric. So first piece of fabric I've got is this. This is obviously the Marauders map from Harry Potter. And this is for me because I love Harry Potter. Have for a long time. And the fact that I found this in what is essentially a charity shop just makes it so much better. So I'm very excited to use that. The next piece I grabbed is to make something for my son. It is red with some diggers and cement mixers and construction trucks pretty much. Which is A, his favourite colour, and B, he is absolutely obsessed with vehicles in general. And the final piece of fabric I brought is, again, to make something for my son. However, this piece of fabric is absolutely massive. This is humongous. Like, this is folded into like 4s, 8s, 8s. It's absolutely humongous, and it's stretchy material. So let's see if I can show you. I think it's something that you have to feel more than you can see, but it's a stretchy material and it feels really lightweight and it's super thin. So I'm going to attempt to make my son some summer pajamas, because not even necessarily pajamas, shorts, just shorts in general, because honestly we go through so many pairs of shorts and stuff, it's ridiculous. And he's car crazy, he's vehicle crazy, so it's got cars on. He's gonna love it. And with whatever's left after making him a little outfit or a couple pairs of shorts or whatever I decide to do with it, then I have more fabric to do whatever I wish to with. That freaked me out. Sorry, the cat started moving and for some reason my brain did not register that it was in fact the cat moving, because he's a black cat and right in front of where he's sitting is like a dark unit, so I couldn't see him. And he started moving. I was like, what? That messed with my eyes. As you can tell, I found lots of treasures today at the scrap store. Keep forgetting what it's called. And it was so much fun. Me and my friend had so much fun today going, and we're definitely going to go again. And honestly, if you live in or around Ramsgate, or there is actually, like, they're all up and down the country, so if you find your closest one, definitely go and have a look because they have everything. This is just what I actually picked up, but they had AIDA in there. They had kits in there. The absolutely amazing things we were finding was ridiculous. They had half-finished projects there that still had the things attached to them. So the needles or the hooks or whatever it may be, it had all of that with it. So all you had to do was just finish it. Or, like I said, endless amounts of paper. They had beads. They had like little accessories. Like I said, I just showed you the stitch holders that I got from my knitting needles, but they had counters, that's the ones that slide onto knitting needles, so all you have to do is like turn them as you go. And then they had knitting needles, obviously, crochet hooks. They had bundles that you could get. They had patterns galore. Honestly, I was so overwhelmed by the patterns. I didn't even have a proper decent look at the patterns because I was so overwhelmed by the sheer amount of them. And they had pattern books there as well. Personal favourite pattern books was Patchwork with Pizzazz. And honestly, that caught my eye, but I don't do patchwork, so I didn't grab that. But I thought that was amazing. And they had more, like I picked up one cone of yarn, but they had so many cones, and some of these cones were massive cones. It just wasn't the kind of yarn that I enjoy using, and it really was just fun. It was like a little treasure hunt. It was amazing. I can't recommend it enough, and definitely go with a friend if you can. If you have a crafty friend, go together because we had such a laugh. It was amazing, and I can't recommend the place enough. But that is it from me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like the video, maybe leave me a comment, subscribe if you're enjoying me and my content in general, and head on over to my other socials, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. That's it. And maybe follow me there as well because I post other stuff over there too. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.